Okay, so talk about the sweat.
So I went to my first sweat last night,
Yeah.
and it was really intense,
Yeah.
really hot,
Uh huh.
really beautiful. There weren't that many people there.
Yeah. Describe what it was.
It's a ceremony,
Yeah.
Native American ceremony, that your community of people puts on pretty regularly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we all met in the backyard of this healing center, Native American Healing Center, and there's a fire going, and we just chit-chatted. It's kind of like social hour at church or something.
Mhm.
And then at a certain point, it was time to go in, and so we all took off our shoes and socks and
Jewelry.
jewelry, and went to the entrance, and then Bear's son Paul was at the entrance with burning sage and smudged us as we went in, the front and back of our bodies. And then we asked for permission to enter to the sweat leader, and he let me in, and the room was a round like hut, and with a fire pit in the middle, and he separated the women on one side and the men on the other. And then your son brought in these big rocks that were glowing hot, one by one, and it got hotter and hotter and hotter, even though the door was still open. And even though the doors were still open, and even though the rocks weren't in there, I was sweating like a pig.
Yeah.
And the leader gave a little talk, like a little sermon. As the rocks came into the fire pit, they were glowing.
Yeah.
And the leader sprinkled, powders, basically, various things onto the rocks. I guess it was pine resin and what else?
Cedar.
Cedar.
And acorn.
Acorn.
Yeah.
And this was an offering for the spirits?
Yeah.
Okay. And they all smelled differently, and it created a whole sensation in the room.
Yeah.
And then, and also it made the rocks sparkle. It was really pretty. So as the heat's rising, so the leader finishes the story, and then the little kid beside me is farting up a storm. Added a little comedic relief. And the doors go down, so that now suddenly it's like, oh my God, it is so hot. So hot and steamy.
Yeah.
And he sang a song then, and then we went around. Each person was given the opportunity to say a prayer or give thanks or sing a song.
Yeah.
In which everybody joined in.
Yeah.
Except for me, because I don't know the words.
Yeah.
And about like 4 people would go, 4 songs worth of time, basically.
Yeah.
And just when I thought, this is it, I'm gonna die from heat, there would be a break. The doors would go up.
Yeah.
The wind, just the air.
Okay.
Oh my! You can really see how it's like this rebirthing kind of thing, because when that air hits you, you
Feels
feel
good.
like you're reborn.
Yeah.
So happy.
Yeah.
And this went on several times, 4 times, and some of these little sessions were more intense than others, hotter, really hot,
Yeah.
and it just the sweat is just pouring off.
Yeah.
And thankfully, somebody, Pam, gave me a tip to not freak out when
Yeah.
it gets that hot, and to just put a towel over my face,
Yeah.
because otherwise I think I would have hyperventilated.
Yeah.
Because I was scared. It was intense.
Yeah.
You feel like you can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's so thick.
And
And
hot.
smoke and steam and heat. So, anyway, I asked for help with quitting smoking, and said thanks for the health of my mother, and then at the second round I thought, shoot, I shouldn't have said two things the first time because I don't know what to say this time.
Yeah.
So I said thanks for having ears so I could hear these songs.
Well, that was good.
And I said thanks for the opportunity to be here.
Yeah, that was good.
And yeah, but I didn't know how to close it either.
Yeah.
Do I say amen at the end?
You could say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You can even say, that's all I have to say, or you could say, oh, or all my relations, and it doesn't matter.
It was all my relations mean.
All my relations is like everyone, people, humanity. All right, here comes the bus.